Welcome to Motorize.de, the #1 for new and used spare parts. Today we're taking a closer look at the Honda Africa Twin XRV 750 RD07, the rugged adventure tourer that brings Dakar DNA to everyday roads. We'll cover its strengths and weaknesses and tell you what to watch for when buying. Whether it's an early RD07 93-95 or the RD07A from 96, the 750 is widely seen as the best balanced of the carbureted Africa Twins. Signature features include those distinctive twin headlights, a bolt-on subframe, and a 742C V-twin with around 60 horsepower that eats up miles with a 21-inch front wheel, a 43mm Showa fork, and a 23-liter tank. Up front, twin 276mm discs add long-haul confidence. Visor down, eyes forward, let's go. History and development. In 1993, the RD7 marked a clear step up from the RD04. A slimmer chassis, improved aerodynamics, and a lowered seat height of around 860mm. The Dakar NXR-derived 52-degree V-twin stayed on, with fueling handled by a pair of 36mm Cayenne CV carburetors. 21 17-inch spoked wheels keep its off-road capability intact, while a reshaped fairing with twin headlights cuts helmet buffeting. A 23-liter tank delivers serious range. Up front, twin 276mm discs with Nissan 2-piston calipers take care of braking. In 1996, the RD07A arrived with revised electrics, refined tuning, and detailed tweaks to the fairing and seat. The reworked packaging made service points, like the air filter behind the left side cover and the battery, much easier to access. It remained in the lineup until 2003. Scene 3. A flick of the choke lever on the left bar, and the Honda XRV 750 Africa Twin RD07 52-degree V-twin comes to life. The CV carbs breathe easy, the CDI fires cleanly. A 43mm Showa fork with 230mm of travel irons out the ruts. Out back, the ProLink swing arm 214mm gets to work. Up front, Nissan 2-piston calipers bite 276mm discs. With no ABS, gravel rewards a gentle touch. The 21-inch front, 90-90-21, steers lightly. The 17-inch rear, 140-80-17, drives you forward. With a 23-liter tank and about 350 watts from the alternator, heated grips and GPS stay powered. 860mm seat height, 1,565mm wheelbase, roughly 29 kilograms wet, rock solid on the highway, eager off-road. Design and ergonomics. Honda's XRV 750 RD07 packs long-distance ability into a slim, functional package. Its narrow 23-liter tank lets your knees hug the bike, and the long, fairly flat seat, about 860mm high, makes it easy to shift your position. Signature touch, a tall fairing with twin headlights, solid wind protection even though the windscreen isn't adjustable, a wide handlebar, stand-up friendly pegs, and the 21 17-inch wheel set support an upright, confident stance off-road. Up front, a 43mm Showa fork delivers 220mm of travel. Out back, the ProLink setup offers around 214mm, comfortable yet precise. The double cradle steel frame with a bolt-on subframe takes racks and top boxes in stride. Everyday tip, if needed, the stock plastic skid plate can be swapped quickly for an aluminum one. Handling and everyday usability. On the road, the CRF 1100L Africa Twin turns in with surprising neutrality thanks to its 21-inch front wheel and stays rock steady over rippled pavement. In the city, a narrow waist, generous steering lock, and a tractable 1084cc twin make life easy. 50 km/h in fifth? No problem. The long wheelbase brings calm on back roads, and the Showa suspension confidently irons out gravel. Luggage and a passenger? The bolted-on subframe and firm two-piece seat can handle it. Everyday perks: a beefy alternator with headroom for heated grips and other accessories, plus cruise control and a 6.5-inch TFT with CarPlay Android Auto. Depending on the version, 18.8 or 24.8 liters deliver ranges north of 400 kilometers, and the optional DCT takes the stress out of stop-and-go traffic. The RD7 shines with true long-distance DNA and no-nonsense engineering. Its 52-degree V-twin runs silky smooth, pulls cleanly from low revs, and forgives lazy shifting. Around 61 horsepower is plenty for confident touring. The Showa suspension with a 43mm fork and ProLink has headroom when the track gets rough, while the 21 17-inch setup, 90-90-21, 130-90-17, gives precise front-end feel off-road. Touring perks include a 23-liter tank and stout electrics with a beefy alternator. Up front, the Nissan twin discs, 276mm, deliver nicely modulated stopping power, and the ergonomics work both seated and standing. In the real world, valve clearances are due every 24,000 km. Easy to plan into a big trip. The result? Balanced poise, honest feedback, and proven durability. Weak points and common issues. Even the XRV 750 RD07 7A 1993-2000 has its Achilles heels. The electric Mitsuba fuel pump often dies from burnt contacts, typically around 30,000–50,000 kilometers. A popular fix is swapping to a Facet 4.105, 1.525 psi. The shunt regulator rectifier runs hot, and the 3-pin plug for the yellow stator wires likes to melt. So monitor charging voltage, solder or replace the connector, and upgrade to a MOSFET unit, Shindengin F802AA, for example from a Yamaha R1. The CDI boxes mounted under the seat, RD07 and RD07A, are delicate. Pressure from the seat pan can cause micro cracks. Adding rubber pads or relocating them helps. In the Cayenne CV carbs, the choke plungers corrode. If the plastic caps break, the cold start circuit can stick on. Also check the cush drive rubbers, swing arm chain sliders, the rusty exhaust collector box, steering head bearings, and the suspension linkage. Accessories and customization. The 750, here the Honda XRV 750 RD07, with a 52-degree V-twin and 36mm Cayenne CV carbs can be dialed in two ways, touring or off-road. For suspension, progressive fork springs, HyperPro, and a fully adjustable shock, Wilbur's Öhlins, make the most of its travel, 230mm up front, 214mm at the rear. Braided steel lines sharpen bite and modulation on the 276mm Nissan twin discs. Protection is key. A stout skid plate, Hepco and Becker crash bars, handguards with an aluminum backbone, plus radiator and chain guards. For travel, think Touratech Zega panniers, a luggage rack, tall MRA screen, 12-volt USB socket, GPS mount, and auxiliary LED lights. Ergonomics get a boost from wide rally pegs, bar risers, and a comfort seat. Off-road, dropping one tooth on the front sprocket helps. And for sound and weight, a stainless slip-on, say a Laser Perduro, paired with a proper carb sync makes that V-twin run noticeably smoother. Sought-after RD07s, 1993 to 1995, usually sit around €5,000, €7,000. Original tricolors or very clean RD07A fetch more. On the checklist, fuel pump points. Facet 4105-4171 is the durable upgrade. Reg Rec, the alternator's 3 yellow connector and charging voltage, 13.8 to 14.5 volts at 4,000 RPM. Check the swing arm around the chain slider, the ProLink linkage, and the steering head bearings for play. Make sure the shock still dampens properly. Carb choke plungers should move freely. Intake boots should be crack-free. Inspect the exhaust collector and headers for rust. Check the rear cush drive rubbers and the spokes. The CDI lives under the seat and can develop hairline cracks from pressure. Rubber padding or relocation is a plus. Is there documented servicing with valve clearances every 24,000 kilometers? Numbers: RD7E on the engine cases, RD07 in the VIN. Mileages over 100,000 kilometers are common. Buy on condition, not kilometers. Verdict and buying advice. The RD07 is widely seen as the sweet spot of the carbureted Africa twins. Durable, tour-ready, and surprisingly nimble. Its 52-degree V-twin, 742 cc, about 60 PS, pairs well with a 43mm Showa fork, ProLink rear suspension, and 276mm twin front discs, while the 23-liter tank delivers real range. Before you buy, check the fuel pump, contact point wear. The Facet 4.105 replacement is popular. The regulator, rectifier, and stator plugs, and the CDI units under the seat. Properly addressed weak points are a plus. Good examples typically fetch 5,750 €. Prioritize solid condition and service history over bolt-ons. The XRV 750 can be upgraded anytime. Recommendation: if the condition and history check out and the test ride is leak-free and rattle-free, snap it up with confidence.